questions to Ms. Sveistrup. Long-term care beds is beyond something that is so stressful for the people in my riding. We have an aging population in Canada, but more particularly in my riding. And let me tell you, they feel like we're just not ready. They are desperate for long-term care beds. And so to me, it's provincial jurisdiction. I do hear your recommendation about CHIR, and I know that you've indicated a consultation with the industry. Is that what your recommendation is in terms of how the federal government can best support this and best expedite long-term care beds and more age tech, as you suggested? If you could elaborate on that and just be very concrete with us.
Sure.
Just because this is an area I really think we have to focus on.
I think this is a problem across the country.
Yes.
So long-term care is one solution, but I think if you talk to your parents or,
they want to stay at home.
They want to stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
If we can keep people out of long-term care for 6 months, for a year, in fact, down the street, so we have 2 long-term care homes, and there's another long-term care home that we've compared ourselves to. And individuals in the other long-term care home go in older, they go in a little sicker, they go in with much less time left at end of life. And so you say, well, that might be sad. But what's actually happening is a little bit of investment upstream for that group of population can actually keep them out of long-term care longer. Mm-hmm. So they're actually staying at home longer, maybe a year, 18 months, that they're spending in their community with their families, and then only going into long-term care when it's absolutely needed. And part of that is because of technology. Mm-hmm. So I think by developing technologies that we can use, a little bit like what Dr. Krana said, how do we keep people with cardiac disease home? How do we support them in the community and keep them out of long-term care? It doesn't mean that we're not going to need more long-term care, but what we can do is actually try to do some work up front. The other thing is I think we have to look at our long-term care homes. The builds that we're going to make in the future have to be completely different. Mm-hmm. Net zero, spaces that we'd want to live in, not spaces that we visit now and we really don't enjoy visiting. So I think we have to really have a thought around not only the construction of our long-term care, but also what can we do up front to keep people living where they want to live.
Okay, thank you.